Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to focus on a really critical moment in any guest's stay, the checkout. We'll learn the key Spanish phrases you need to turn a simple goodbye into a fantastic final impression, one that makes them want to come right back.
You know, it's so easy to think of checkout as just another transaction, right? Just processing a payment. But what if it's actually our last best chance to connect? This is where we show a guest that we truly valued their stay and build that loyalty that turns a one-time visitor into a regular. So yeah, let's make it count.
All right, here's our game plan for today. First, we'll quickly touch on why that final impression is so important. Then we'll dive into the essential vocabulary and phrases you'll need. After that, we'll piece it all together into a perfect checkout dialogue, look at a few common scenarios, and finally, it's your turn to practice.
You know, the goal here is super simple but really powerful. We want to make the guest feel genuinely valued. A warm, professional farewell isn't just about being polite. It's honestly the key to getting great reviews and, more importantly, making sure they choose your hotel next time.
Okay, let's get into the building blocks for our conversation. We're going to start with the most important words you'll need. And as we go, pay close attention to the pronunciation. I'll say everything slowly and clearly.
Let's start with our first word, encuesta. That means survey. Next up, satisfaction, which sounds familiar, right? It means satisfaction. Then we have estancia. This word refers to their stay. And opinión is, just like it sounds, their opinion. Código QR is an easy one, a QR code. And finally, a really key concept, fidelización. That means customer loyalty. Now for our first key phrase. Listen carefully. I'll say it slowly. Esperamos que haya disfrutado de su estancia. This means, we hope you have enjoyed your stay. Let's try it again. Esperamos que haya disfrutado de su estancia. Next up, a really simple and friendly way to ask for feedback. ¿Qué tal ha ido todo? That translates to, how did everything go? One more time, nice and slow. ¿Qué tal ha ido todo? This next phrase is perfect for showing the guest you really care about what they think. Su opinión es muy importante para nosotros. In English, that's, your opinion is very important to us. Let's repeat it. Su opinión es muy importante para nosotros. So, how do you bring up the survey? Like this. Le enviaremos una breve encuesta por correo electrónico. This means we will send you a brief survey by email. Let's say that one again. Le enviaremos una breve encuesta por correo electrónico. And to end things on a really warm, welcoming note, you can say, Esperamos verle de nuevo pronto. That means, we hope to see you again soon. One last time for this one. Esperamos verle de nuevo pronto. Awesome job with those phrases. Now, let's see how we can string all of those pieces together into a really smooth and professional conversation. I'll act out both parts, the receptionist and the guest, so you can really hear the flow.
So the receptionist kicks things off with a warm, inviting tone. Remember, you're not just closing a bill here. You're opening up one last, positive conversation.
And the guest replies, Todo ha estado perfecto, muchas gracias. This is exactly the kind of positive vibe we're aiming for. So notice what the receptionist does here. First, they acknowledge the great feedback with Nos alegra mucho. We are very glad. Then, they just smoothly transition into mentioning the survey. It's a fantastic technique. And right here, this is the perfect closing. You thank them for staying with you, you genuinely invite them to come back, and you wish them a safe trip. It's polite, it's professional, and it absolutely leaves a wonderful final impression. So, that dialogue is a fantastic base to work from. But what about other situations? Let's look at a couple of easy variations so you can handle things with total confidence. Instead of just mentioning an email, you can give them an option they can do right there on the spot. So, right after you say their opinion is important, you could add, También puedes escanear este código QR. That just means you can also scan this QR code. It gives the guest a choice, which is always a good thing. Now, what happens if you recognize a guest who stayed with you before? Well, you can make your closing a little warmer, a little more personal. Instead of the standard phrase, you could try something like this. Será un placer recibirle otra vez. It means it will be a pleasure to welcome you again. It's a small change, but it can make a huge impact. All right, time to put what you've learned into practice. It's your turn to be the receptionist. I'm going to give you a scenario, and I want you to try responding with the phrases we've just covered. Ready? Okay, so the guest walks up and says everything was wonderful. They're happy. What's your response to acknowledge that and then introduce the survey? I'll give you a moment to think about it. Did you come up with something like this? Nos alegra mucho. Su opinión es muy importante. Le enviaremos una encuesta. This is perfect. You show you're happy they had a good time, you stress the importance of their opinion, and then you explain the next step. Well done.
All right, a quick one for you. Fill in the blank. Esperamos que haya de su estancia. What's the missing word? That's right, it's disfrutado. Esperamos que haya disfrutado de su estancia. We hope you enjoyed your stay.
And one more for you. How would you translate this into Spanish? Your opinion is very important. Yep, you got it. Su opinión es muy importante. Excellent.
So let's just recap the 5 key phrases that will absolutely transform your checkout process. My advice, practice these until they roll off the tongue and feel completely natural. Mastering this final interaction truly is the secret to creating happy, loyal guests. So the only question is, which one are you going to try using first?